What's up, guys? We are back and I'm looking at some more NBA plays in today's video. We are now coming off of back-to-back sweeps in the NBA. Of course, I had some free plays here, but all these plays were available over in the DubClub the last 2 days. But of course, we cashed on a ton of free plays. I posted yesterday Derek White and Jason Tatum, both of which cash for y'all. I think I posted Sengun the day before too. Maybe Mobley had it in the video. I don't quite remember, but we've been killing it with these NBA plays. Looking to stay cashing. We went 3-0 yesterday. Looking to go 3-0 yet again tonight. I've got 3 free plays for you in today's video. If you want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here. 150 likes, I'll drop a third play tomorrow also. While you're down there leaving a like, you may as well subscribe also. That way, you can get some more free plays from me. But let's get to these free plays. Before we do so, don't miss out in checking out the DubClub. You can join the DubClub right now for free. Down in my description, there's 2 different offers. 3-day free trial. We can join with the link in my description. Get all my plays sent straight to your phone through the DubClub app or Discord. And of course, you get access to my Discord, which has a ton of perks, by the way. But the second offer down there is going to be $20 off of your first month, which is only $15. So we'll save you $20 if you join with this offer here instead of the trial. So both options are linked in my description, whichever one you choose. But like I said, it gives you all of my plays sent straight to your phone pretty much as soon as I lock them in. But it also gives you access to the Discord here, which gives you plays for my contributors and Asmi's, Emo, Props, and Elo. These guys have all been crushing their plays. You also have my Discord chat to talk to me and other members. I'm pretty active in the chat. It's super easy to reach me. Just at me in the chat if you have any questions, and I'm usually responding pretty quick. You also have access to my underdog streaks and my PrizePicks correlation slips. Correlation slips, man, we had some tough freaking misses last night, man. Missed by one leg there, only 2 fantasy score, and then one Gabriel Moreno run right there screwed me out of $875. So that was a little bit painful yesterday, but these are usually pretty good and have been extremely profitable for us this year. So it's a bunch of different slips for PrizePicks, like 13 half X's, 17 half X's. But you also get my underdog streaks, by the way, which we are climbing in our streak right now. I chose the $5 option, which means the current cash up before today was at $100. So we are cooking right now in our streaks. We only have 6 picks left here, and we will end up cashing out for $5,000. So you get all of that available over in the DubClub, but don't miss out any longer. If you're kind of still skeptical, join with that 3-day free trial in my description, or just join for the next month for only $15 so that we can get in right now, and you get $20 off of your next month. Final promo here, though, is to give me a follow on Twitter at domgprops because you get some free plays sent straight to you through Twitter. And like yesterday, I posted Derek White first quarter points as well as Jason Tatum and his assists, both of which were able to cash, of course. I also posted some free correlation slips yesterday also, which, by the way, this entry was stupid close too. I mean, we just needed a J-Rod run and a rally RBI. All their legs hit. These guys had plenty of opportunities to do so. Like, that entry was fairly close. But as get to these free plays, finally, just make sure that you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here so you get that third play tomorrow. And be sure to have those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped to get removed by, as if you watch the video a little bit later in the day. But let's get these free plays now. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the points plus rebounds category. Because today I like Reid over his PRA at 16.5 if that's available. Or I also like his over 15 points plus rebounds, which should be available on the PrizePicks board somewhere. And unfortunately, it's been bumped since I started to record this video, but I think both spots are still pretty good for Reid. But I still think I would take the over 15.5 points plus rebounds and stay away from the 17.5 PRA. 16.5 PRA or 15.5 points and rebounds are still fine. I still think the 15.5 points plus rebounds instead just because his assists are like a plus 120, plus 107 over 1.5. So I think it just makes sense to take the 15.5 points plus rebounds instead, which I think is a pretty good spot. But the DubClub was able to nab him at 15 points plus rebounds. Take a look why I like him so much, though. He's over in 71% of games this year, and in his last series against the Lakers, he played about 5 games where he was able to cover in 3 out of 5. However, you see his minutes took a pretty hard decrease in these games here. Like, he went from playing 31 minutes in game 1 down to 21, then up to 28, but then back down to 20 and only 22 minutes or 21 minutes in these couple games here. So they just really did not need him against the Lakers, and he was kind of a defensive liability in those games. But now against Golden State, I think they're actually going to want him on the court, especially with it being game 1. Like you saw we did game 1 last time, where these teams are playing a 7-game series. They're just trying to still get a feel for each other. They're going to go with their normal rotation, I think, in this game. And you can see what he has done in the past against Golden State. He's over in all 4 games against them this year with 19, 16, 20, and 21. And of course, as his minutes increase, usually his points plus rebound numbers continue to go up. I really do think we'll be seeing between 24 and 28 minutes here, probably between 23 and 28 minutes here from Reid. And when he does end up seeing that, he's been fairly good this year, over in about 68% of games. He has landed on 15 quite a few times, as you can see there. But in his last 20 here, he's been great, coming over in 14 of his last 19, when he does see between 23 and 28 minutes. So you have a good matchup for him here that he's proved he can get it done against in the past multiple times. And I also think we could be seeing a minute increase here for Reid compared to his previous games against the Lakers. So with this being a series reset here, I'm expecting him to go back up to these like high 20-minute marks, like 28 minutes. I do think there's a slight possibility we could get 30 minutes from him there, but I'm not going to bank on that. I do think, though, that he will be seeing enough minutes here to give him opportunities to cover the points and rebounds in the spot. You also saw last series for the Warriors when they played the Rockets. You had guys like Steven Adams having a pretty good series against them. Like Steven Adams here was able to have 22 against them in one game. He did attend the most recent game there, but you also saw him have some other pretty good games, though, with like 12 right there when his line was only 10.5, 14 when his line was only 9.5. So he had some pretty good games against them, too. So Reid, though, is a better basketball player. I think that he should be able to cover here against the Warriors tonight. Before we get to my next play, if you're not yet on Sleeper, is in my opinion the best DFS app out there right now, and by a long shot. They have a ton of promos all the time for not new users, but current users. And if you are a new user looking to sign up for the app, if you use promo code DOMG, you can get a first and deposit match up to $100, and I believe you also get a free score when you sign up too. But they have right now a protected NHL pick, protected UCL pick, which is soccer, as well as a 25% profit boost that you can use until you win. So it's a really, really cool app with a lot of awesome promos going on pretty much every single day on this app. And for example, if you like Halliburton tonight as well as Anthony Edwards, it could pay out a 3.25x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x over on PrizePicks. This app is awesome. Get it for yourself in my description, and be sure to use promo code DOMG for that first and deposit match up to $100. I should also mention that you could actually get a free month on my DubClub if you happen to use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. If you use promo code DOMG on any of these apps that you see here, or even some other ones, just send a screenshot to my email at domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I will send you back a free month of my DubClub. But let's get to the second free play in this video. We're head over to the MLB this time, but for the third play, we'll head back to the NBA. But the MLB fantasy scores have been cooking for us, which is why I want to give you guys one for free here. You guys saw the underdog streak that I showed off earlier. There's like 6 fantasy scores on there just because we crushed these. Our record is extremely good on these this year. Like Seth Lugo here, I think is in a great spot for his fantasy score, but we've hit like 15 out of like 19 this year. It's like better than a 75% hit rate on these pitcher fantasy scores, which is why I want to give you guys this for free, of course. But Lugo, I think, is in a great spot tonight. However, if you have underdog fantasy available, he is much better on underdog than he is on PrizePicks. You can see the difference here. Underdog, 43% hit rate this year. Last year, 63%. PrizePicks, though, this year, 29% hit rate. Last year, 60% hit rate. It's a big difference there. Underdog is a lot better than PrizePicks, although I do still like Lugo on PrizePicks. Just if you have underdog available, I would rather you play it there because it is a much better price. I don't even know if it's possible for him to cash on PrizePicks over underdog. Their scoring is slightly different, but not too far off. But anyways, Lugo's in a great spot because they are extreme favorites here against the White Sox today, and his lines look amazing to me. In wins this year, he's been over this in 2 out of 4 games, 3 out of 4 because he did cover in this game over on underdog if you were to take this one on underdog. And what I love today, those going to be his lines and also his hit rate from last year, by the way, be 89%. But his lines are great here because he's favored over 4.5 strikeouts. His pitching strikeout line today on PrizePicks is at 5, which is a great sign. We love to see that. Earned runs, though, he is extremely favored on 2.5 despite giving up despite going over in 3 out of 7 games this year. Extremely favored on 2.5 earned runs. That is what we want. Outs line, plus odds over 18.5. Perfect. We wanted to go 18 outs in this game, which I think is definitely possible with his line being 18.5. That's great to us. That's what we want to see. Also, he is in line for the win too because they are extreme favorites. He has a plus 105 for the win, which is great here because if he does get the win, that is a plus 6 to his fantasy score on PrizePicks, plus 5 to his fantasy score under an underdog. So I think he's in a great spot. I mean, all these lines look extremely great to me here. It's like my normal fantasy score process that I use for pitchers. Like you saw what my underdog streaks looked like. Like we took like 5 or 6 fantasy scores for the pitchers, and I've cashed every single time. Like my play of the day for the pitcher fantasy scores are extremely good. And I'm looking to cash yet again here with Seth Lugo. So give me the over for his fantasy score at 31.5. But if you have underdog again, 29.5 is so much better. I'd play him up to 30.5 over an underdog. I'm going to get to my third play here over in the NBA, but again, if you guys want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here. 150 likes, I drop a third play tomorrow also, but I think he's in a great spot today. Evan Mobley over his rebounds yet again. Last time I took him over 9.5 rebounds where he had 10. I think he's in a great spot for his rebounds yet again. Like I think the 7.5 is a really good spot here. 8.5 is cool too. Same with 9.5. It's really up to you how greedy you want to get and which line that you want to take, but I personally took the 7.5. If you pair all 3 plays from this video together, it would pay out a 3.75x over on PrizePicks. But we said at least 8 rebounds in 66% of games so far this year. Last series against the Heat, he had a rougher one where he only had 7, 6, 6, and 7, despite his rebound chances being fairly good. Last game, he had 10 rebounds here against the Pacers and 13 rebound chances. So he still has high rebound chances, but he's just put in much better situations here against the Pacers. And in previous games against them this year, he's still been great with 12 and 13 in the 2 regular season games that he had against them. I think he's in a great spot yet again because the games where he plays his normal 30 plus minutes here, over in 71%. And as you increase these minutes, it gets better and better. Without somewhat of a blowout situation, he should be seeing 32 plus minutes, where he's over an 81% as you see there. So overall, I think I might have talked about this one in a previous video. I don't remember if I had him in the free play video from the other day, but it's pretty much the same breakdown here. I just think the 7.5 is better than 9.5, obviously, regardless of the play out. The Pacers allow a lot of different rebounds here, as you can see, to the power forward and center position. And also, you have Giannis, who was crazy against them last series. Giannis is a much better rebounder, of course, compared to Evan Mobley, but still, you can just see the numbers that you have, like 20 rebounds, 15 rebounds, 12 rebounds. Like, he was going crazy with his rebounds against them, and I expect Mobley to do the same yet again with at least 8 tonight. I'm not done with the free plays yet, but a couple reminders. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. There's a 3-day free trial linked in my description, or join it for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off of your next month. Like I said, you get all of my plays sent straight to your phone and access to the Discord where you can get plays from my contributors, as well as my correlation slips, my underdog streaks plays, as well as my Discord chat. So go ahead and join with that free trial, or join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off of your next month. But now let's get you some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This here you can show off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they list some CSGO values, some Paul Skeens on their fantasy score, as well as, like, for example, Isaiah Joe under his PRA. I love this tool. It's a really, really awesome tool. And if you want to find a 2-bit power play, it's super easy to do. Click on PrizePicks plays and filter down to a 2-bit power play or simulate 5-pick or a 6-pick flex. This tool is awesome. Get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the fantasy bundle and scrolling down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. There's also another tool available from the same guys in my description called the AI Slip Generator. This tool is a really, really awesome tool. It gives you some slips available on like Underdog or Better or Rebet. They usually do have PrizePicks too, like if we refresh. Still no PrizePicks, but there is some Underdog. They have a 6-pick insured entry that they like currently, which contains a value right now on like Al Horford under points plus rebounds, Jaylen Brown over PRA, and then Miles Turner under PRA as you see there. Has a profit margin of about 15.56%, and it does have a pretty decent correlation score also. So go get this tool for yourself in my description by clicking on the slip generator this time, and then scrolling down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. But thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Best of luck. If you want to see how I made over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you could watch this video on your screen right here.